Good afternoon and welcome to my YouTube channel, Marlin John Get Clean, Cocaine Addiction and Alcohol Addiction. This is a little bit of an unusual post, well, sort of. I've had a lot of requests from people that have read my book, Get Clean, Marlin John, asking me about something in the book which I obviously writ and put in there, saying that for me to get rich, I didn't find it difficult. I found it easy to make money. And they was asking me, many people, male and female, all age groups from all over the world, what's the secret? What was my way of earning money? How would I approach? How would I give you the drive? I ain't going to say motivation because everyone uses that word. It's like so boring. How I will give you the drive to make you progress in your current business, or maybe you're thinking about setting a business up and you don't know what to do. You ain't quite sure how things work. You went to your local bank, you end up talking to someone in there who hasn't got a fucking clue about life at all. Yeah? How can they give you any business advice when they're working for someone else? They actually work for somebody else. So they don't know how to run a business. They just read it from the scripts. It don't work that way in the real world. Everyone that's in business will know that. You need to be inspired or someone to give you guidance that's done it off their own back and their own drive and got to where they wanted to be. Like myself. I'm going to get a few rude comments saying, how can you put a post up about business to inspire people or to give people drive when you lost your business through cocaine addiction and alcohol addiction? Well, that's complete bollocks. I never lost my business through cocaine addiction and alcohol addiction. Any business that I was started up, I was very, 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 very successful out of it, and I made a lot of money very quickly. The only thing that I done wrong was I spent the money. Some of you might go, well, that's not a good business move. It weren't about that for me. My own way of dealing with things is, in life, you earn money, money's for spending. But I went to the extreme. I got addicted to cocaine and alcohol. But my business never ever failed. Yeah, I never shut my business down because I went broke. I shut it down at the end of it because I spent all the money. There was no money left. I was spending so much cash. It is absolutely ridiculous and embarrassing to admit that. So I'm not going to take any notice of people sending me rude comments or saying, what do I know about business? How can you give anyone advice on your track record? Well, my track record is I was a millionaire at a very young age. I can't read and write. I come from a shit, humble, rough background. No one helped me. No one gave me no advice apart from my father. I never went to the bank to see a spotty 30-year-old kid who don't know what fucking day it is. I didn't get any loans. I've done it myself. You can do the same. So if you are interested how that works, if you are interested about pushing your business forward, you might be a one-man band. You might have a shop, you might have a club, a pub, a restaurant, any retail unit, an office. It goes on and on and on. You may be a builder. You may be an electrician. You might have a beauty therapist shop. You might have a sports shop. You might have a couple of restaurants. But you just can't get the edge. You don't know how to project your business to the next level. You've been to the bank and they talk a load of old bollocks. Yeah? They've got 1,000 forms in front of you. It don't make sense because these people that work for the bank, they don't work for themselves. They work for the bank. How can they educate you? Well, I went to college, so I've got 2 degrees in business studies. It's the same scenario. It's the same as the addiction. Yeah, you can only get educated or get guided by someone that's done it, that's lived it. You ain't going to be able to connect with someone that just reads and studies, which is a great thing, no disrespect. But if you want the real deal, it's the only way. You've got to connect with someone like myself, a very rare product. Not just to say, let's motivate you. You need some motivation for your business. That's just a silly old shit word. Everyone uses that. All motivation. It's nothing to do with motivation. It's about you. If you're just about to start a business up and you're worried, you're scared, you go to the bank, they're not going to be able to give you any help or any guidance. They're just going to talk a load of old bollocks. Like, oh, as long as you can cover your expenses for the first year, things will take off. Rubbish. If you open a business up now, today, and you work for yourself, you should be taking money from day one, from day dot. That's the reason why people work for themselves, because they want the extra through luxuries. They want to have a bit more of a better future for their kids and their family. Yeah, they want to be able to afford things. They want to be able to live a better lifestyle. Is that bad? I ain't saying that money should rule your life. Make no mistake about that. I was a very rich man and I was very unhappy. That's down to my drug addiction. So don't take that on board for yourself. But if you want the edge, if you want to start a business and you want to get a real insight to know how to go about it the correct way, the way that it works, and the way that you will make money from day one, and you will never stop making money. It's not about these books that you see out on the shelf, Become a Millionaire. I'm not saying that, yeah? Talk to me in person. Let me come to your place of business, yeah? My methods are very unusual, but they work. And they are so simple for a 17-year-old boy or a man in his late 50s who's stuck. He can't go any further. They're just so simple. It's just common sense. Let me give you a slight insight into how your business will take off 1,000,000% just by doing one thing. Whether you're a beauty therapist, a scaffolder, you've got a coffee shop, you've got a gym, or you sell cars. One thing will project your business overnight, and it's called good service, because it don't exist out there. We all know, whether you live in London, America, France, Germany, Milan, Yugoslavia, Russia, everywhere, from the moment you even walk into a coffee shop and you say, can I have an Americano, please? This is the expression on most people's faces that work in there. What? There is no such thing as service. Them days of getting good service are very rare. If you can give a good service, don't listen to anyone else out there, because maybe they might say to you, oh, what you're trying to do, everyone's doing it. We know that. There's millions of coffee shops, there's millions of beauty salons, there's millions of gyms, there's millions of car sales. There's always room for one more that's just a little bit in front that gives you the edge to take more money and get a better customer client base, and it's called service. That's one tip I'll give you for free. If you want to learn more and you want to connect with myself, the man in person, email me, martinjohngetclean@hotmail.com. Private message me via social media. You can give me a follow on Instagram, martinjohngetclean. Subscribe, like and share my YouTube channel. I've had so many requests from people asking me about business, and they find it fascinating that I was rich at a very young age from a man that couldn't read and write, had no schooling. And that's genuine. It's not a rags to riches story. I'm not saying that because everyone you meet says that, and most of them come from a very well-to-do family. They just use that as a punt, which is a load of old bollocks. If you're a young man and you want to be rich, or you're a young woman, I'll give you another free tip for the young people out there. You will never, ever get rich while you work for someone else. That's number one. Number two, sacrifice. Don't go out when you're younger, getting on the drink, talking rubbish, doing stupid things, because you will not get to the place you want to be at. Oh, that's boring. I'm only young. I want to enjoy myself. From the age of 18 to 25, if you've got an idea, and it's a good idea, and you really, really feel it's gonna work, put your fucking heart and soul into it, and take guidance from myself. The time you are of 25, 26, and you're driving down the road in your brand new Lamborghini Aventador or your Bentley, man or woman, and your so-called friends that are partying up and they called you names when you was younger, you see them and they say to you, how the fuck did you get that? Work it out for yourself, yeah. Them 7 or 8 years of partying, getting nothing, getting drunk, acting silly. Oh, well, everyone's got to enjoy themselves. Get your head down when you're young for 7 or 8 years. The time you're in your late 20s, you've made it. Keep going, keep driving, never stop. Go on to your next project. I'm not saying it's all work, no play, yeah. If you do something you enjoy, you've got an edge. Trust me. Yeah, and you'll be successful. There's no better feeling in doing something and you enjoy it and you make money out of it. It's a great feeling and a great inspiration for yourself. Contact me, Martin John, getclean@hotmail.com. I am available to come to all different places of business, from a car sales to a community centre, to an office, to a shop, to a gym, to a garage. Anyone that's got a business, one-man band, you want to go forward. You don't know how to. You've been to the bank, they haven't got a clue. They don't know what that is. Do you want to connect with me? I will guarantee you your business will go forward if you spend a few sessions with me and take on board my simple technique, which is so easy. It's just common sense. I'm not saying people who've got their own business haven't got common sense, but they haven't got the experience. They see one road and they follow it. There is a different angle. You must have an angle in business to hit the jackpot, or it ain't going to happen. I'm not going to condemn anyone that goes to work from 9 to 5. Oh, I'm not going to take a chance. I want my security. That's your prerogative, my old chum. If you want a 25-year mortgage and one holiday a year, and you've got a car on the HP, and you've got credit cards up to the hilt, yeah, but I've got a steady job. I ain't interested. Do you want to be different? Do you want to be outside the box? Do you want to be a special, unique person? Because you can be, all of you. It doesn't matter whether you're not educated at school. Spend a few sessions with me, whether you've got one van and you're a one-man band, you don't know how to take your business to the next level. Give me the opportunity to show you how. There is going to be a charge. I don't do things for free.